those big, beautiful rainbows. That's what trolling flies can do. You think trolling flies don't work? Well, think again. You need to grab a set of my trolling flies, get out on the water, and get ready to go big. Yes! Ooh, fish on the line. Fish on the line. Oh yeah, on the deep line. Fish on the line. And I got my other rod in, so that's good. Ooh, this is a horse. This is a nice fish. Oh boy. Still haven't seen him. He's right there though. Get a flash once in a while. Oh, he's a nice fish. Come to daddy. Oh, this is a nice heavy holdover. Come here. Come on, baby. Come on, you're tired. Come on, you're going in the smoker. Come here. Oh, gotcha. Ha ha. Oh, that's 3 pounds. That's every ounce of 3. That's a nice fish. Oh, buddy. Yeah, that's a twin of that one I lost about an hour ago. That's a nice fish. Wow, he's thick. He's not super long. That fish that's 17 inches and 3.5 inches along the flank. He looks like a steelhead, guys. I'll get him out of the net, bop him here, and show him to you folks. I'm gonna see. That's a stud right there. That is an awesome fish. That's the fish of the day. That fish is probably real close to 3 pounds. He's only about 17 inches, but he is husky, he is hefty, and what a fight. What an incredible fish. That's what you come to Lake Davis for. He couldn't lay off that orange fly. We retrieve that fly here. He could not lay off that fly, and that was down, I don't know, probably close to 20 feet, 17, 18 feet, something like that. I was kind of quartering into the wind, 1.6 miles an hour, and that guy just came along and he hit like a ton of bricks. You want to catch some big bad rainbows like that? Get yourself a set of my trolling flies, one of my yellow lead core rods, and you're going to be yelling, fish on, baby, just like that. Howdy folks, Cal Kellogg here. It is early in the morning. I am on Lake Davis. This is my second day on the lake, and it is time for a Northern California fishing report. It is October 14th. Probably get this up tomorrow, October 15th. And I've got a report. The High Sierra fishing is coming along, but it is a couple, maybe 2 to 3 weeks behind where it should be for mid-October. I caught several fish yesterday. Water temperature here is 60 degrees on top. It should be about 52, so it's unseasonably warm. And just speaking for this lake, there's a lot of weeds in the water still that are typically gone this time of the year. So again, 2 to 3 weeks behind. And that's the case at most high country, middle to high elevation lakes. The fishing's good, but it's not that excellent fall action that we expect. But I think that action is coming up, but it's going to take a change in the weather. We need to get some rain. We need to get a temperature drop. Let's kind of do a roundup around Northern California. Lake Shasta, very, very slow. Paul Nealand of the Fish Sniffer was up there this past weekend for the big fall tournament. He had 1 fish pre-fishing on Friday. He got blanked on Saturday. He had 2 fish on Sunday. And Paul is an excellent troller, so that was a very difficult bite. Eagle Lake is kicking out some big, beautiful rainbows, but you got to work for them. Much like the scene here at Davis, the temperature's higher than it should be. The fish want to go. They're starting to get in that mode, but we need a temperature drop. We need it to cool off. Lake Elmonor, pretty much the same thing. A lot of big fish up for grabs, but you're going to have to put in your work. It's not a good bite. It's not even a wide open bite. Brian Rakucci, he's the best fisherman on the lake. I keep saying that. He's catching limits and near limits, but overall most guys are going up there and you're looking for 1 to 3 strikes a day, but they might be big. It might be a 6-pound rainbow. It might be an 8 or 9-pound brown. So it's definitely worth the effort. Foothill Lakes, forget about it. It's too warm right now. An exception to that is Don Pedro. Guys trolling with downriggers, they're having very good success at Don Pedro on some very big rainbows and some bonus kinks, some really nice fish. But your Collins, Amador, Comanche, it's just not happening yet, and it's all weather related. So keep your fingers crossed for weather, and the trout bites are going to come together, and I think they're going to come together really soon. In the Delta, the striper bite, it's getting more consistent, but just as with the trout lakes, the water temperature is elevated, the fish are on the move. Your best bet for a limit of bass right now is trolling the Yo-Zuri crystal minnows. And pluggers are doing well too. The bait guys are having to deal with a lot of little bait stealers. You can certainly use larger live baits, and that'll cut down on some of the bait stealers for sure. Sturgeon bite in the West Delta, it's close to wide open for guys that know how to fish roe and they know how to fish it in deep water. There's also some wind to deal with out there, but that sturgeon bite is very good right now. And out on the ocean, if you want to get out on a charter boat, take your PPE. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. The bottom fishing is outstanding out of Bodega, out of the Golden Gate, out of Monterey, Santa Cruz, Half Moon Bay. Very good rockfish action. A lot of big vermilions in the mix. And if you want to focus on those lingcod, now is the time to get out there and get a limit. And there are some very big fish in the mix there. Those big breeding fish move out of the deep water in the fall. They're moving up more into more shallow areas, and they're feeding. They're kind of pre-spawn. So swim baits, jigs, and my favorite, mooching big, dead, frozen stuff. That's all working. If you focus on that bite, you got a very good chance of getting something 20 plus pounds. So overall, the fishing is slower in Northern California than we would expect mid-October. But if we get some weather, if we get a temperature drop, that's all going to change. But we're not going to get that temperature drop this week. Down in the valley, it's in the 90s. We got another red flag warning or a fire weather alert. I'm not sure which tier it's on. Red flag warning is the worst. The next one down is a fire weather warning. But we're going into 3 days of that kind of situation. So keep your fingers crossed for rain. I'm going to keep trolling here. It's, what is it? The air temperature here is 41 degrees. It should be in the 20s up here right now. So it still feels chilly to a low country guy like me, but it's not nearly as cold as it should be. I don't even have on a jacket. It's not even, the sun hasn't even come over the mountain yet. So keep your fingers crossed for weather. I'm Cal Kellogg. I'm signing off. If you're looking for trout gear, rods, reels, more trigger spoons, all that kind of stuff, you know where to go. FishHuntShoot.com, and I'll catch you real soon right here on YouTube. Thanks for all the support, guys.